Recently I participated in Farfa's LCS tournament and there are a couple of things you need to know before watching this video. 1. There is a banlist that we need to follow. 2. You can only play one deck through the whole tournament. And 3. If you want to learn more about it, you can join his Discord server. Now let's quickly walk you through my deck list here. It is basically a pure Amazement deck with a whole bunch of staples that still aren't banned in the tournament. I played 3 copies of the Amazement Administrator Arlecchino, 2 copies of the Amazement Abomination Arlecchino, 3 copies of the Delia, 3 copies of Comica, and 1 copy of Buffo. When it comes down to the ratios, Buffo is the only card I would probably cut from the deck, but I didn't end up using it at all. Since I don't have access to a lot of staples, I just had free space and decided to put it in the deck. As of the attraction trap cards, I played 3 copies of Psycho Coaster, 3 copies of Horror House, 3 copies of Thrill Train, 1 copy of Viking Vortex, and that's pretty much it. There is one more option that I can play as a 1 copy of in the deck, but it's really not that great in my opinion, and it is the Rapid Racing right here. So this card basically allows you to banish something from your opponent's graveyard and increase something's level, but it's not very good, you know, you can see that it's not very good as a card. The one use of it would be to send it to the grave by Delia's effect to set something else from the deck, but I didn't end up playing it, so let's move on. We've got 3 copies of the Time Ticket. This is your searcher of the deck and it's really important. I also have 6 Pot of, so 2 copies of Pot of Duality, 3 copies of Pot of Extravagance, and 1 copy of Pot of Prosperity. These cards are great because it boosts the consistency of the deck so that I can draw my Amazement monsters. I also play 1 copy of 1 Day of Peace because it basically allows me to draw 1 card and potentially stall for 1 more turn. It's not amazing, but it's fine to use. And as of my trap staples, I played 2 copies of Ice Dragon's Prison and 2 copies of Anti-Spell Fragrance. This card ended up being quite useful. I didn't use Ice Dragon's Prison at all, unfortunately. There wasn't a single turn in which I used this card, which was very annoying because it was one of the better traps in my deck. And as of the deck list, I just play a bunch of weird stuff. Most of the good extra deck monsters are already banned, so I don't need to discuss it. I barely went into my extra deck for the duration of all the games, but the one card I kinda liked is the Tornado Dragon. Unfortunately, I didn't get to use it much as well. But enough of the deck list, now let's get into the games. Let's begin by activating Pot of Extravagance. That's actually a pretty good hand. I just need the Arlecchino. Either of the Arlecchinos will be fine. Okay, I drew the Arlecchino. Now let's activate Pot of Duality since I'm not gonna special summon this turn. Okay, revealing. Ooh, that's Comica. That's pretty good. I could just add Comica. And typically I would like to special summon Delia, but because I activated Pot of Duality I can't. So I'll just go normal summon Comica and use the effect to set 1 Amazement trap card. Attraction trap card, that is. Setting the attraction horror, then let's proceed to set these 3 cards right here and just pass the turn. Next turn I'll have the Arlecchino as well, so that's really cool. Normal summoning Jasmine. Okay, so I do think that it's time to just banish the Jasmine immediately right here before he gets to do anything else. Alright, and I will also change the Arlecchino as well to special summon it onto the field. And yeah, let's see what he has. Chaining the Ghost Sister. Okay, so sure, yeah, that's okay, that's not a big problem for me. So now I special summon the Arlecchino right here. And the Jasmine gets banished. Now before he gets to play any more, I want to use the effect of the Horror House and also the Attraction Cycle to add to my hand. I won't activate the Attraction Cycle, I'll just use the house. Setting 1 back row, 2, passing turn. In the end phase, in that case, I will activate the effect of this one to target my Arlecchino, and also I will also chain the Amaze Attraction Cycle right here, and I will use the effect before the end phase. Boom, this way I will get rid of one of his back row. I will send this one, doesn't really matter which one, I don't know them. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now he gets to return his Jasmine onto the field, but he has 1 less back row, and that was a Chalice. So that's a pretty decent back row to get rid of. Okay, now let's activate Arlecchino's effect and banish 2 of my attraction traps from the graveyard to destroy both of his cards on the field. 1, 2, opponent has something to chaining Chalice. That doesn't matter, it doesn't do anything much, it's completely fine. Yeah, I mean, at this point he has only 2 cards in hand and I got a whole bunch of plays going. Let's normal summon my Dahlia and let's set the family phases. Now from here I will just proceed to the battle phase and attack, deal some damage here. I don't need to use Dahlia's effect because typically Delia's effect allows you to send something on the field and set something else, but I already have the best ones, so I don't need them. Yep, like I could like do something like the Horror House, so I could get rid of the Attraction Train and get the how was the name of it? The Psycho, yeah. Exactly, the Psycho now allows me to add something to my hand, which is just a great play. And in terms of my Xyz plays, I don't have anything that's really better than this, so let's just pass turn here. I could have went for Tornado Dragon maybe. Normal summoning Lone Fire Blossom. Now I can activate the effect of Arlecchino. I can equip to it the last copy of the train, and I will immediately use the effect of the train before he gets to do anything to just banish it, and he has no normal summon once again. I'm feeling a little bad for this guy, but yeah, what can I do about it? Setting 2 Aroma Gardens and he will proceed to scoop. Okay, I mean, amazements are pretty good here, what can I say? Activating, what is this? Terminal World. Activate only this to main phase 1 while this card is on the field. Both players skip their main phase 2. Okay, so he's playing Incantation. I have no idea what this deck even does, so I might have some problems here. Summoning the Kondo. Activating Kondo's effect to add 1 ritual spell from deck to hand. And revealing the Incantation Inception. Okay. End phase, so that's it. Okay, I guess. So I don't have main phase 2 and everything else just fine apparently. So yeah, let's start by activating Port of Extravagance, then hopefully draw into something good. I would love to see the new Arlecchino boss monster. No, I did not draw it, but that's okay.
It's okay, it's alright.
Anyways, let's normal summon Comica and activate Comica's effect to set on the field. Let's go for the attraction cycle here because I would really use that. And let's activate Delia's effect, okay, and reveal my Horror House to special summon her onto the field. Now let's also use Delia's effect, send to the graveyard the Horror House to set my Thrilling Train because I believe it's gonna be a little bit better. I don't think there's gonna be much negating here in this game. In terms of extra deck, I don't really have anything much to go into, so I'll just set like this all of my cards. Okay, 5 back row, and I will proceed to battle phase and just deal with his monster and go for a little bit of damage here. Now in the draw phase, I will immediately use the effect of Anti-Spell Fragrance, so he cannot use any of his spells, and hopefully that's gonna be enough to stop him at least partially. Let's activate Anti-Spell Fragrance immediately, boom.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Setting a monster face down, setting 1 back row, activating the effect of the Ritual Incantation, guys. So what does this do? Reveal this card 1 card, use special summon 1 Incantation monster from your deck. Okay, yeah, sure, that's completely fine. I don't mind that at all. Sending to his graveyard another copy of Terminal World. You drew 3 copies of this card, really? Oh my god, I think he just scooped. Well, I don't really get what the deck was all about, but fine. For the first time, I am second, activating Port of Extravagance to draw 2. Okay, drawing 2. I have a decent hand to work with. Normal summoning back Jack back Mr. King of the Speed. Using Jack back to link summon into Relinquished Anima. Okay, is that a relinquished deck or something like that? Setting 1 back row.
Bruh.
Activating, oh wow, dude, really chain energy. Activating the effect to activate another chain energy. Dude, really? Why are you doing this to me? Tell me. Who hurt you, bro? Who hurt you? Proceeding to DM phase, okay. Well, I am probably... No, it probably doesn't matter whether I use the Arlecchino. So at this point, I believe the best play to go for would be to just... yeah, I don't know. Let's just go Time Ticket first and add something to my hand. Dealing to myself another 800. Bro, this costs life points, really? Dude, I'm starting to get really frustrated here. Adding the Amazement Abomination Arlecchino. Now I am just gonna proceed to the battle phase and see what he will use here. He will probably use something to negate my attacks immediately. Let's attack with Word of the Heavenly Prison.
No.
Activating Threatening Roar. Okay, so I cannot declare an attack, but I already declared an attack. I don't know why you did that, but fine. I could use the Arlecchino's effect, and I plan on actually doing that, even though that's gonna cost me 1,000. It's a really cool control tool that I can make use of. Chaining the chain energy twice to summon his Word of Heavenly Presence. I expected that, that's fine. I will just crash mine into his and then proceed to attack directly and see what he has. Bro, you're down to 2600, your own strat is starting to kill you. Special summoning Word of the Heavenly Presence in defense mode. Oh wow, so now I can't out it because it's in defense mode. Oh, what am I gonna do now though? setting the Pot of Duality, okay. And now my Arlecchino gets to space special summon, but I lose some life points here. But I have a way to deal with his board. So now let's go and activate the Comica, targeting my trap card.
That's suspicious.
Chaining just desserts. I'm still left with 700.
That'll make him think twice.
Nah, man, come on, dude. I lost to freaking Burn, really? Can I somehow change that? No, dude, there's nothing I can do. Man, you are just disgusting. I'm sorry, but you are just disgusting, dude. That was a disgusting way to get out of the tournament here. Oh my god, I'm so tilted right now. Alright, so I made it to top 16. So now let's start by activating Ward of the Heavenly Prisons. And I'm gonna activate Amazing Time Ticket to add from my deck to my hand. Either Arlecchino or Dahlia, I'm not sure which one. It's probably just Dahlia, if you ask me. I might be wrong with this, but that's what I'm gonna go for. Anyways, let's activate Comica's effect and set to the field. I'm gonna go for the train. Okay, that seems pretty nice. Now let's activate the effect of the Amazement Abomination Arlecchino, special summon it onto the field, and I get to add from deck to hand my family faces, which is really great. Now let's also use the effect of the Delia to special summon her onto the field. And from here I can go into Tornado Dragon or get another back row. I am gonna do this. I'm gonna send my Psycho Coaster to get a copy of Horror House on the field, just so I can have the most amount of interruptions. Then from here, what do I go into? Well, I could go for Tornado Dragon, like honestly. Yeah, well, I guess I'll just go for the No. You know what? I'm just gonna pass turn here. I'm not gonna go into Tornado Dragon. I was thinking about it, but it seems like not so great of an idea since I'm gonna lose my Comica. And Comica can allow me to switch Horror House's target so that I can flip something face down. And also target one monster he controls and negate its effect as well, which is cool. Oh my god, activating Lightning Vortex to, holy crap, just delete my board. That is so annoying. Anyways, I'm gonna activate my Arlecchino's effect to target Comica, I guess, in that case. Not that it does anything really, but yeah. Bro, that's really bad. I should have kept the Psycho Coaster in that case. Well, I'm gonna special summon Arlecchino here on the field, but it's still gonna get destroyed. Unfortunately, that's sad. Activating the effect of Movement Solo to special summon one level 4 or lower Melodious monster from the deck. Going for the Sonata. I mean, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna wait for the fusion summon. Normal summoning Soprano. That does give him the ability to fusion summon, yep. Activating, what is this? Ties of Brethren. What did this card do? Target one level 4 or monster you control for the rest of the turn. You cannot special summon monsters or special summon 2 monsters from your deck with the same type and attribute and level as this one. Okay, so he's trying to get for game maybe, I guess. Special summoning Arya to the field and also special summoning Cannon. So yeah, that was it, proceeding directly to the end phase. Sure, fine. I'm in a really interesting spot here. I cannot target anything because of Arya, which is really unfortunate. And now I don't think I have much of a play here. Yeah, Arya just completely throws my whole game here. That's so annoying. I think that I just lost the game unless my opponent throws the whole game for himself.
Nice set 4, loser. Wow, that was just like... Basically, that was just Lightning Vortex carrying, by the way. That was literally just Lightning Vortex.
Okay, that was the end of my journey in the tournament. I hope you enjoyed the content, and if you did, I would appreciate a like and subscribe. Also, I want to thank Farfa for hosting such an amazing tournament and for making it free to enter. Again, if you want to participate, you can always join his Discord server to learn more about it. As always, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.